Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Fun-Locked Ironman. As you can see, we are still here at Winter Toad, having just finished up that nice little grind, and I realized I never went over the actual levels we ended up with, so just to summarize really quickly, construction, we went from 34 to 42 construction. Biggest deal there is we can now build medium stash units, which is super nice. Fletching, we went up by almost 20 levels, getting to 55. And then, of course, the big one is fire making. We went from 50 where we started all the way up to 85 fire making, but of course, no surprise there, that's the biggest gainer. For now, oh, and some wood cutting levels as well. We got 2 wood cutting levels. For now, though, we're going to think about what we want to do in this video, and probably the best thing for us to do to keep being productive is go chill over in Varlamore and keep on thieving some citizens to try and build up that XP and cash stack. So let's give some thought to what we want this video to be, and we'll get to it. Alright, I just missed 63 thieving because I was AFKing a little bit too hard and thinking about the next steps. We do have a plan here. In fact, we have 2 plans. I have a plan A for this video, but it may not be doable, so I also have a plan B. But we're going to stay positive and confident in plan A. So here it is. We have finished Winter Toad. For now, we have spent some time AFKing at Wealthy Citizens to decide what's next. And we have decided our journey is going to bring us to the sewers of Varrock here. We need to train our combats. We need to get up to 60 attacks so we can start wielding a dragon scimitar, get rid of this rune scimitar that we so lovingly got from a fire giant in the wilderness. But we need to get these training. And new to the game, since I've been low level on an account, is Scurious, the Rat King. And what makes this Rat King so attractive for us for a training method is he drops a Scurious Spine, which we can combine with a Rune Mace, and that Rune Mace has a plus 10 max hit to it, and it attacks super quick, and most importantly, when you are fighting Scurious, he gives more than just the 4 XP per damage base. So it's a very quick way to train up all of our stats across any kind of combat style. This is our inventory going in. We do have all overheads, so we're set there. But let's try this out. Hey guys, Editing Craft here. So I was narrating over this fight, but it led to a bunch of dead time because we're not hitting that high or consistently on him. So instead of making you sit through all the gaps and pauses, I figured I would just go over it now. The main thing is when you walk in, you want to protect from melee from his tail swings. You want to move from these falling pieces of debris from the ceiling you can see right now. And then if we speed the clip up a bit, you will see that he runs to the cheese pile eventually to start healing himself, and the little rats on his back will launch either a range stinky cloud at you or a mage lightning bolt at you, and you just need to pray as those hit you. So then he will come back out of the cheese pile and start meleeing you again, and that's where we'll pick things up. Okay, now we need to kill these guys right away because they hit through prayer from what I've seen. Oh, it walked me into it. That's dumb. Alright, hold on. Let's eat up here. Let's eat up. And I guess I was also a dummy and didn't hit my strength pot on the way in, but we will do that quickly here once we aren't attacking anymore. You'll also note I'm not using any of the other offensive prayers right now. That's just because I'm not super comfy with flicking them yet. This is definitely not going as well as I had hoped. I had hoped we'd be getting, at least 1 full kill before we had to worry about our prayer running out, but that may not be the case. And if that's not the case, this may end up not working because I'm certainly not going to use prayer pots just to do basic content, I don't think. At least not at this level. Not saying I won't in the future, but for right now, that's not really on the agenda. So yeah, fairly disappointed here. I thought this would be going a lot better. It's definitely not, though. If I was a very skilled player, I would just be one tick flicking all this, and I probably wouldn't even be losing any prayer, but I'm not that skilled at the game, so we're not doing that. And once you have the rat bone weapon, there's no delay in attacking these guys, so it's even quicker. And the reason I am attacking them is not because I'm worried about prayer, it's because they hit through your prayer, so there's no guarantee even that you will not take damage from them, even with Protect from Melee on. No. Oh my god, it dragged me. Well, okay. It dragged me into a tile that was getting hit by the falling rock. So that was a waste of a prayer pot. We get nothing from it. That is big sad. Here are our stats: 55 strength, 47 attack. It seems pretty clear those were not high enough. We were not doing the damage that we needed to, so we will rethink our next strategy, because my grand strategy to kill Scarius for a while is not going to work, I don't think. But that is okay. That's why we thought of plan B, so let's go get started on that. And plan B starts at the Hill Giant jail here, whatever you want to call it. And plan B is a plan with a few different parts. Part 1, kill giants. Not sure where. We'll be looking around the world of Gielinor for the best spot to do this, but we're going to kill hill giants and maybe moss giants. The reason for those are we want two things. We want the mossy key and the giant key. We want to be able to knock out some easy combat achievements to get us the easy tier of combat achievements done. What that allows is it doubles the amount of tokens we get inside the Warriors Guild, which we will need to get 65 attack and 65 strength to enter, or any combination that gets our attack and strength to equal 130. Once we have that level, we can go into the Warriors Guild and start fighting for tokens, which we can then go underground and start fighting for a defender. What we want is a dragon defender, and that is a big boost to our strength overall, and it's one of the best in slot offhand weapons available in the game. So that is why we're here. We're going to be ranging these from a safe spot just to get our range level up as well. But that is the goal. Giant keys, giant combat achievements, giant combat levels into the Warriors Guild to get our defender, and then on to the ability to do more bossing and more PVM. So with that, let's get started and try to start stacking up some keys. Hey, there it is. Collection log slot obtained. Got our first giant key really quickly here. That's nice. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 giants for the first giant key. So we will take that, and hopefully that'll at least get us minimum 1 combat achievement, because there is a combat achievement just for killing Obor once. So we should be able to knock that out. Oh my god, we got the back-to-back. I'm burning all of the RNG on back-to-back giant key drops. That is hilarious. I'm also very nervous because now watch, we will be uber dry on purples at TOA or Cox or something in the future, because I'm going to burn all my RNG on giant keys. But can we get a back 3 back here one time? One time? Come on. And the back 3 back is a myth, but we do get a quorum. Very nice. Ooh, 47 hit points. 60 combat. Knew that was going to be happening, but again, we still want to keep the combat level down if possible, but it just is going to be what it's going to be. We're probably just going to leave defense at 40 for a long while, and then we'll kind of go forward from there. We're not going to let it hold us back from doing content, but I do want to keep that low-ish if possible for wilderness stuff. And right on the back, 47 hit points, we get 35 ranged here at the giant pit. And that's 1250 total level. Let's go. That's big. That's new total level worlds unlocked. I think that unlocks about 3, 4 worlds. Let's take a look here. If we group it this way, yeah, that unlocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more worlds that we can go do activities on here now with the 1250 total level. Awesome. That's been kind of a medium term goal for a while, so nice to be knocking that out. And 1500 coming up next. 40 ranged here at the Giant Pit. Hey, there we go. We switched over to Moss Giants because we actually need to get a kill on each of these giants in here for a easy combat achievement. But there is our first Mossy key for Bryophyta, so we now have access to both of the giant bosses, and who knows, in the future we may be back here shortly for some kind of fire giant boss. They've talked about that before, so we now have at least one of both keys. Very nice. Whoa, a little unexpected there, but there's 48 hit points. Alright, there we go. 45 ranged. You guys might be wondering why we're training range when explicitly we said we wanted to get our attack and defense to equal 130 total. Well, we wanted 45 for the future for a little, maybe a secret mini grind. Once we finish our 130, an easy combat achievement goals here, we're gonna have to hunt for a new task. So if you guys can think of a reason that 45 range would help us when we're hunting for a new grind, then good on you. But we will, I think inventory's full here anyways, so we're gonna run out of here. We've killed a moss giant. While we're here, we will simply finish up the combat requirement. We just need to kill a fire giant, and I don't remember if we've killed a hill giant in here yet, but we will find out. So we're just gonna kill one of these guys. We did not kill a hill giant, so we will go do that, and we will knock out this combat task, as it were. Not really much of a task, I wouldn't say, but always down for some easy points. So once we have knocked out this guy with the armor and everything on, there it is. Combat achievement finished. We'll go ahead and bury some of these bones, pick up the ensouled head. But there we go. That one is done. We now only need, I think, 6 points left, so we should very easily be able to get there between Obor and Bryophyta, and maybe some other odds and ends stuff, but that is what we're going to keep on with for a while. We're now going to go find, now that we grabbed 45 range for our mysterious future grind, so we can use the proceeds from that. We're going to go and find a spot with giants, hopefully close to an altar and a bank, mainly so the altar we can restore our prayer when we're doing protect for melee, but I'll do a little bit of research, see what the best spot might be, and we will go from there. Okay, everybody, so after a little bit of testing, as you can see, we have found where we want to hang out here to kill these giants. It's very chill and laid back, which is what we need. We are at work today. We are here right west of the monastery and the Tree Gnome village, so we just use the RD cloak to get over here. Because all we have to do is, since we can see it on the world map, I just click up here to go restore our prayer. I do have some emergency food just in case, but since this is going to be such an AFK little grind here until we get 5 keys, all we need to do is just click on the minimap back and forth, and that'll get us exactly what we need to do. So this will be perfect. The goal here is 5 giant keys. If we get a few more, that's fine. But one of the combat tasks is kill Obor 5 times, and that's really all I'm interested in. Mossy keys are probably not going to worry about at the moment. There's just no really good spot to camp mossy giants with our level and with all the supplies we have, or should I say don't have. So we're not going to get too concerned about mossy giants. But we do want to get Obor keys, and then once we get those 5 keys, we'll also reevaluate. Take a look at the combat achievements that we can do and what we need to get to the easy tier again, so that we can start getting those double tokens at the Warriors Guild once we start going for a defender. So that is the plan for now. Okay. Oh, voice cracked.
Okay, so here we go, getting some early morning giants finishing up here. It is 6:30 a.m. Just grabbed 3 keys from the giants around the altar over there by Arania. We already had our 2. Where'd they go? There they go. So there's 5, so that's 5 Obor KC. Here's just the stuff we kept in our inventory from those kills. But after going back to back, I think it was like on kill like 30 and 31, whatever the heck it was, we got our first 2 keys back to back. Leveled out a little bit. If we look at the loot tracker here, ended up with 427 for these 5 keys, so still lucky, but nothing crazy. So we're gonna bank these. I think that'll be enough of the giants for a little while. We have our 5 Obor KC banked. Bryophyta we'll get to at some point. Again, the main point being we really want these easy combat tasks unlocked before we go to the Warriors Guild, so we'll be able to knock out at least a few more of those points on Obor, for sure one on Bryophyta, and then I guarantee we can find a medium or even a hard task that we can do pretty easily, so we will knock those out. For now though, I'm gonna go do birdhouse run, farm run, and then we'll see what's going on. We do have a video to get up today, so this might be time to start doing AFK sand crabs for the first time on the account. But we will get to that decision when it's time to get to it. Okay, everybody, as you can see in the chat there, missed it as I was AFK, working on some video stuff, but there is 60 strength. We've also gone up, I think, 2 or maybe even 3 hit point levels, and we will just stick around here for this next one because apparently we are so close. 52 hit points, all right. So now that we're at 60 strength, we'll go ahead and switch over to attack style. I know we need to equal 130 anyhow, so we'll need to get 5 more levels in each, but we will just go ahead and get our attack up. So we'll be shooting for 60 attack. This one will take a little bit longer, I think, but very nice. Now that we're at 60 strength, that'll help quite a bit. I believe we gained a max hit on that little mini grind there. And once we get to 60, that'll let us wield a dragon scimitar, and so we can work on getting that as well once we're at 60 attack. So really happy to be doing this grind. I forgot how quick it is really to get from the mid 40s into the 60s. It's really not that long if you can find a spot of ammonite crabs. I think I've been AFKing here for 2 hours to get from, I think, like mid 50s to 60. So this will probably take, if we figure we're halfway to 44, this will probably be 4 hours of AFK time, and I'm just editing a video, doing some work for my real job, and watching some TV. So 4 hours of AFK to be able to wield dragon equipment is very worth it here at Ammonite Crabs. Well, this is actually a bit of a surprise. To put it into context how hard I was AFKing, I literally don't think I was in the house when I got 60 attack. I ran out and ran back in to reset the timer and then took off for dinner for the night. So yeah, we got 60 attack while I was actually out of the house getting dinner. So we now have 60 attack, 60 strength, quite close to needing the 130 to get into the Warriors Guild. I think we're going to hang out here for just a little bit longer. We do have some other stuff to do tonight, so we'll hang out. Probably going to switch over to strength just to hopefully get another max hit maybe. And then it will be time to start Obor just to knock out those combat achievements, whatever we can. And once we have Obor done, it'll be time to look at how many quests, or not quest points, how many combat achievement points we have left to the easy tier, so we can for sure complete those. And then also how many tokens we'll need to get into the Ogre's Den to start getting a defender. So we are close to the goal now, boys and girls.
And we are close, but I don't think quite close enough for us to get there in this video. As you can see, we are at the Giant's Den. But one thing I would like to note here, just as a kind of meta commentary on the video series, as you can probably see, this clip should be in a much better state than the previous ones. We have begun recording these clips on a new monitor, which doesn't have the goofy kind of configuration that my old one did. So hopefully these will be a lot more friendly to full screen on YouTube and hopefully make for a better viewing experience. So we're getting into Obor here in this clip, but that's going to be saved for the next video. So until then, thanks for sticking around, everybody. Would love a like and subscription. And keep on grinding, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.